Monday, June 11th at Factory Farm. So,
Alright, so major simplifications of cold cell design, and okay, thought it was near final draft, but apparently there's more improvements to be had and catted up. So catting up that and 2D fabrication drawings. So essentially redoing the development process, building up on the existing model is what I'll do for today. Also for realizations, reorganization of the design rationale such that it's easier to understand and follow through the flow of the logic there.
okay, excellent. Darren,
Got the 4-axis stepper controllers working.
show us.
I can show you physically.
Physically show us here. What do we got? This is good progress on the torch table.
It's a bit spider wiring right now. That we have four
Four of the individual boards.
4 individual stepper controllers. And we interface through step and direction to the Arduino.
Okay.
And I'm designing currently the interface board for that and the interface for the end stops.
And so far we've got motion on what axes?
Just the two that are put together right now.
So we got
Z and Y.
we got the Y moving and this up and down. Do we know how to integrate this limit switch here yet? This little one here?
I don't think that's designed properly. We can go into that later.
Okay, we'll do that later. Okay, next. Brianna.
This weekend I continued on the Ironworker Friday and Saturday, and I've got the clamping system completed and tested the flat shear. I'd like to test the remainder of it this week. If we can find some thicker material, we might need to purchase it. We tested up to 1/2x8, munched right through it. Today I'm going to basically do the angle shear, what I've been doing to the flat shear last week, machining down the mounts so we get the proper spacing on it, and making the clamping system.
You want to show us those pieces of metal that were cut?
Yeah.
This is it right here.
I don't know where
So here's the clamp.
cut pieces went,
But
but
this
this is one of them that's sheared.
This is what's been sheared right through. So nice, even cut.
Virtually no burr.
And this piece is quite straight, unlike the cut ends, which are just thin, so they kind of warped. But this is pretty straight as it gets. These are the samples. It's excellent.
Oh, it's not this side, it's this side. The better cut. See, this is what Swigger did. You see it's got these ugly little things. This is what I did.
Ooh.
That's right.
What do you think about that, Aiden?
I think it's great.
Okay.
So proud of Brianna. So proud to know her.
Aww.
Let's see, over the weekend, what did I do? Stuccoed some walls with Unso. Taken a few more hours to complete that. Finished up my platform. I was going to paint it yesterday, but then it...
Platform for the waste receptacles.
Yeah, but it was going to rain, and it rained a lot, so I had to set that. And started getting those junk cars out of there, thanks to John for offering to do that. Today, got a lot of stuff to do. Gonna work on the CV quality control checklist. Gonna designate some area for broken tools. Do some things around HabLab, preparing for our next visitors. And we'll go from there.
Excellent. Jose?
Hi. This weekend I'll be making...
We got some tractor weights in progress. It's pretty chunky.
Also helping with the stucco and the walls. Also checking the materials for the touch table. A few things more not too relevant. And this weekend, today, I'm gonna make the second weight. If we have the materials, we can start some pre-assembly to see how it works.
We have the materials for the second weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
The touch table, if you have the materials today, maybe I will start making a pre-assembly to see if everything fits and everything is the right size and in the same position. And if it's not the case, I'm gonna try to move the hole puncher and the old iron worker in this workshop because it's needed.
Yeah, could use that.
Teku.
Excellent.
No more.
All right. Chris,
Good morning.
good morning.
So this weekend we cleaned up, did a little driving, went swimming at Wallace Park. That was awesome.
Yeah, right.
Today, 3 things. Follow up with Swagger. Second, hydraulic system. Third, exploded parts diagram for the torch table. That's it.
That's pretty clear. Okay, for us, as far as the infrastructure issues at Factory Farm, water is pretty much in place. We've got about half a gallon per minute running out of that submersible pump that we just installed. We're going to install a float switch. So right now, basically, we pump one day to get about 800 gallons, and then that kind of empties throughout the week, and then we pump again, things like that. And with a float switch, that will be automated. On the power infrastructure, it looks like the issues on the battery discharging prematurely are probably solved by the fact that there's some uneven cells in the system because we're tapping off a section of the battery bank, and we'll fix that. We need a new inverter to correct that, and besides that, if that's in place, then we have about 6 hours of 100% duty cycle on the big welders in the shop. If we charge, that's another 2 hours in a 12-hour period. We're also going to pursue the welder power supply from Joe Justice. We got to get that over here, so we have basically the ability to run 4 welders pretty much at in an intense production run. And that's about all for now. As far as the quality control on the tractor, that's been done. The CEB press is next, and after that we aim to ship that as soon as we can, and also put out the Kickstarter reward structure. I also published the recruiting plan for the documentation team, so we're going to get about 6 full-time documenters here: CAD director, blogger, videographer, community manager for the documentation, and one more, I forget. So we're working on that intensely. We have a budget for that, and we're going to get the documentation in place and go on from there. So that's about it for Monday, June 11th. Plus, 4 more people arriving this week, so we got to get the housing in, get some more beds in, and things like that. So we're building up the population here. Okay.